National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Throwing right away. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
He's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game, just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
To try again after the sack. Stafford. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts over the middle. That's caught by Chase. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Finding Ertz again. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 37. They go play action with Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 33. A pickup of about 4. Hurts. Zach Ertz has it complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Rams at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That ball caught by Slayton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Stafford on first down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams have moved out in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he finds his tight end. It's Hurts. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now it's Mixon running right. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. To Jefferson on the slant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go again here with Akers. And some room to run now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But his coming out scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now it's Zuerlein to try the Ram field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. And they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's complete to Slayton. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, two's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think that...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A give running right is Akers. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Jefferson, a gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And able to